Hey guys, Ari Lombardozzi, Sync Specialist here at #1 Champion Ford Volvo. Back again with another tutorial video. This time we're going to be focusing on the Ford Pass app as well as the Sync Connect feature that is available on select 2017 year Ford models. The Ford Pass app is actually a free app that you can download either on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store if you have an iPhone. And what we're going to kind of cover today is just the basic setup of the app itself and then some of the cool features that you can utilize with this app. Now, in order to utilize the Ford Pass app to its utmost ability, there are a few prerequisites that you have to kind of keep in mind when searching for a brand new vehicle. One of the features that you have to kind of look for in the vehicle is that it has the Sync 3 touchscreen system in the center console. That is going to be part of the process for the Ford app itself, as well as having the ability to have Sync Connect. The Sync Connect is going to give you very cool features such as utilizing the in-vehicle modem to remote start your vehicle from pretty much anywhere in the world. Now, setting up the Ford Pass app is actually extremely easy. There's 3 steps that you have to do in order to set this up. First off is going to be downloading the app from your appropriate app store, Google Play or the Apple App Store. Second, you're going to input certain credentials, and what I mean by that is a username, a password, and a 4-digit PIN number of your choice. Now, if you are a previous Ford owner and you already have a Ford owner account, you can use those previous credentials to input into the Ford Pass, as this is kind of taking over from the Ford owner website. It's a little more accessible and way more user-friendly. Now, once you have all that stuff in there, the last step, step number 3, is going to be inputting the vehicle VIN number from the new 2017 vehicle that you just purchased. Now, you could do that one of 2 ways. First, you can input the VIN number manually, or second, you can actually utilize the barcode scan available in the Ford Pass app to scan it and save yourself a step. Now, once all 3 of those are done, we can actually head into the vehicle. There's one more step that we have to take in order to fully complete the activation process. Let's check it out. Now we're inside the Escape, finishing up the activation process for the Ford Pass. So I guess this would be the 4th step of setting up the process. Now, this portion of it is only if you have the Sync Connect, because this is going to give us the ability to remote start our vehicle via the app itself. The other 3 you can utilize whether you have the Connect or not. So, this is the Sync 3 in the center console here. Again, this is a 17 titanium, so this is a standard issue thing. The Sync 3 is going to be available in other vehicles as well, but it is an option in most of them. So, what we're going to do is go over to the apps portion of it, and you can see that Ford Pass is already up here on the screen. So now what we're going to do is click that. So now it's going to ask us a couple questions here as far as connecting the phone to the vehicle itself. So you can read this at your discretion. I'm just going to go ahead and hit yes. This is just asking for GPS signal so we can find and activate our vehicle. So now that the Ford Pass is activated, we have the ability to remote start as well as remote lock and unlock our vehicle right off the bat. There is a 24-hour waiting period though to utilize all of the features, which includes the vehicle locator. So we'll come back in about 24 hours to go over the rest of the features, so we'll see you then.
24 hours later.
So right now we're just going to check out a couple of the app features and just kind of go through and see what we can do. Alright, so I'm here on the Ford Pass app. This is the home screen. You can see that there's a couple different tabs. You got vehicle controls, my vehicles, my dealer, my wallet, park, Ford credit, and perks. So if we start off going into vehicle controls, I'm going to have to enter my 4-digit PIN that I previously put in when setting up the Ford app. Okay, so what we have here under the vehicle controls, you can see up at the top we have the fuel gauge. So right now we're at about half a tank here. So that's always very handy. And then you can also see that we have the unlock and lock features. So this is how we're going to remotely do that, as well as starting the engine. So first off, let's go ahead and hold down for just a couple seconds for the engine start. You can see that it's going to start to think here, and it's just trying to connect with the vehicle currently. So we'll give that a couple seconds here for it to start. Okay, so now you can see on the screen itself, it's gonna go ahead and say that it is in fact started, and that's what the blue represents. And you can also see that it gives you a time frame as to when the engine's gonna shut off. So right now it's about 10 minutes for the remote start, but we can always add more time to it. So if you're getting ready and need a little bit more, you can do that from the app itself. So that's really nice, and that's something that you can't do with the key fob on the vehicle itself. So we could see that it's going to go ahead and shut off if we decide that we're not going to go and use the vehicle for a little while. You know, maybe something came up, you can't use it. We're going to go ahead and hold it for a couple more seconds, and it's actually going to shut itself down. So again, you can do that with ease, and it only takes just a few minutes here. It's just got to establish a connection with the vehicle again. Okay, so again, if we look at the app, it says that it stopped and there's a little check mark there, so that's pretty cool. So say that we just got done and we can't remember if we locked the car or not. So let's go ahead and try that. So it's going to be the same principle. We're just going to hold for a couple seconds and wait for it to lock the vehicle. Okay, so again, if we take a look at the app, you can see that it lets us know that the doors are locked indeed, and it has the little circle highlighted blue. And you can also see down at the bottom here, it says to press for a refresh. So for instance, if you just filled up with gas and you need to double check to see how much you are at that point, you can go ahead and refresh it. Last thing, let's just go ahead and see if we can unlock the doors here. Same principle, it's always about like 2 to 3 seconds for you to hold down. It doesn't take very much, you just have to wait till it is highlighted. So that is the vehicle controls, and one thing you'll notice up at the top, there is a little, what it looks to be like the hazard lights that it's in the vehicle itself. So if we actually click that, that's gonna get us to the roadside assistance. So you can always call the number from here, but this is just a quick reference, and it lets you know, you can see that this would be used for towing, battery, flat tire, fuel delivery, lockout assistance, you know, pretty much anything that you would need pretty much anything you need as far as help goes. That's what the roadside assistance is for, and that is 24 hours a day. So that's always very nice and handy to have. If we come back here, let's get out of the vehicle controls. If we go down to my vehicles, so you can see up at the very top here, we have the demo, that's the Escape that we've been working with, along with my own personal vehicle, the Governor, and my fiance's vehicle. So let's go ahead and look at that. Again, right off the bat, you can see that it's gonna let us know the year and the model of it, and whatever name you give it. How much fuel we have here. Down below we have an odometer. This one's only got 7 miles on it, so that is always a good thing. And you can see that it's got some service information. So I already went and set the principal dealer as Champion Ford. So whenever you get your vehicle, make sure to do that. And you can see that there's a couple different options. First off, you know, we have the location of it. So if for some reason you forgot where we're at, you can either call us, or you can actually get some directions, and you see that there's going to be a couple different options depending on what type of app you have. Waze is always a good one, so if you're looking for any type of navigations, you can always call and make a service appointment over the phone. That's always a good way to do it. It's going to give you the number right into your phone, so you can go ahead, just hit that green dial number and get you connected. And what else is very handy is you can actually go right to our website. So it gives you all the tools you need in order to get in contact with us. So if you need to go over anything, you have any service issues, or you're just looking for another new car, you know, that stuff is available right at the palm of your hands. Isn't technology awesome? It sure is. Okay, so you can see all that good stuff is in service. We can go into the vehicle details. If you have your license plate number, it's gonna let you know that. Odometer, there's your VIN number. And then you can see what kind of warranty you have. Now, since I did not purchase this vehicle, you know, some of the information is excluded. You got maintenance schedule, so you can see when you should come in for your next maintenance update. You can also schedule some service there too. Service history, this one does not have any, but it'll keep you up to date on all the records for the vehicle, so that's always very handy to have. Vehicle support, you can see that there's how-to videos. This alerts guide gives you exactly what these little flashing lights on your dashboard mean, so that's always nice. I know I can never keep that stuff straight. And then you've got your sync app link catalog. So that's just going to let you know as to what kind of apps and stuff you can utilize for your vehicle. So, and then, you know, if this is something you trade in the vehicle, or like myself, this is just a demo, you can go ahead and just delete the vehicle. So that's under the My Vehicles there. If we come over to My Dealer, again, I have Champion Ford set as the preferred dealership. You can actually view our inventory, view our services here, and look at that. It gives you the service hours and the sales hours. So that's always super handy in case you need to get a hold of us. And again, there's a couple different links, so you can actually, if you need a new vehicle or whatnot, you can do that. If for some reason you don't have a principal dealer or you haven't set one yet, you could go ahead and just turn on your location and put a address in so you can find your dealership near you. Champion Ford Volvo, that's the one you want to pick. And then you can also see the little headset down here in the bottom right hand corner. This is the chat feature, so you're actually able to get in contact with a live person. So if you have any questions in regards to the app or roadside assistance or anything like that, you can get up in touch with them, or you can also just kind of text and get a hold of someone via that way as well. So you have a couple different options there, and that's that's one of the nice things about Ford is you have many options in regards to doing the same action. So that's under the My Dealer. If we come over to the My Wallet, this is actually going to give you the option to link a credit card to your account. One of the cool things that you can do with this app is you can actually find and reserve parking spaces. So if you need to, you can just go ahead onto the app, and with the click of a button, you're going to go ahead and set that up already. So that's pretty cool. So now we're in the find parking portion of the Ford Pass app, and since I don't have the location set up on this, it's not going to give me the precise answers, but you could see that if you have your vehicle locator, you can look at the surrounding area of where your vehicle is or where you're going to be, and you can reserve a parking spot. So if there's parking meters, parking garage, stuff like that, it's able to actually transfer the funds into that space, so you are good to go and you don't have to fight with any parking or anything like that, because parking is always a very fun part of driving there. You can actually reserve parking spaces, so say you have to have a certain space reserved for when you go to work or something like that, you can actually make reservations in advance, which is nice. You can set favorite parking spots, so that's always also nice, or you have the guide as well, so if you're a little bit confused as to what all this stuff means, there will be someone available for you to talk to. The Ford Credit is the next one, and what that's going to allow you to do is just kind of keep up with all your payment progress, and when upcoming payments and stuff are due, you can go ahead and input all your credentials, so you don't have to go and use a computer or anything like that. It's going to take you directly to a link where you can make your monthly payment and whatnot there. So that's always really handy. This pass is really just like a one-stop shop between the car payments and remote start, and having the ability to talk to a live person. That stuff is all very cool. And again, this is a free app. Other makes and models, this is something that is an extra cost, so this is really nice. And finally down here we have the perks. So like anything, the more you utilize this app with payments and driving and all that stuff, you're actually going to get little goodies and stuff in the mail. One of our service advisors just got a little microfiber cloth from Ford. So I mean, who doesn't want a microfiber cloth? I don't know. I do. So you could get cool stuff like that. So again, just another way for Ford to kind of get you to utilize some of these new features. You get rewards for that stuff, and again, I mean, who doesn't want a reward? Come on. Okay, so that is the home screen itself. If we come over to messages, it's just going to let you know, obviously if you have any messages that need to be read. That one's pretty straightforward. There's the guide and your account information. So if you need to log out or anything like that, you're able to do that. I mean, that is the Ford Pass in a nutshell. It's a really, really cool app. Again, it's going to be available on certain 17 models. That goes for the Escape, the Fusion, and the F-150. Just check with your salesman to make sure that you're getting the right package that has the Sync Connect. It gets a little confusing as to what packages are going to come with the Connect. Again, if you look on the window sticker, a lot of them will say these Sync Connect titanium and platinum edition vehicles. That's going to come standard with it. So if that is something you're really interested, just bring it up to the salesman and they'll get you in the proper vehicle so you can utilize everything as far as what Ford has in their new technology. Remember just to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're always posting new videos, whether it be tutorials, you know, cool new vehicle updates and whatnot. So it's definitely something cool. We're really trying to push for that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you at the dealership here. All right, guys, take care.